and this is just like in my life, like there are two figures that we look up to, and it's Maradona and Bielsa. Like in my house, those were the two household names, you know what I mean? I think Bielsa is like the last of a kind, right? We just were talking about this press conference that he did. I can't think of another figure that would have gone like all in like that, calling out the US, calling out the FBI, FIFA Gate, calling out the money in football. Like he went wild in it last, and again, unfortunately, it was after a loss to Colombia. But it was like I think it unleashed a whole thing, a whole subset of like this underlying. It was very Maradona-esque, right?
Yeah. I was telling you at the beginning that I kind of fell out of love with football for quite a long time, and actually when I would say it was when Bielsa brought Leeds back into the Premier League that I was drawn again more to football. And as you're saying, like reminiscent of Maradona, what Maradona did in Italy, and now he's a god in Italy. You know, everybody loves him. Is what Bielsa did in terms of being a manager and being like, you know what? Sometimes it's not about the score. Sometimes it's not about winning. It's about the football. Like, is it nice? Is it like entertaining? Is it worth watching? And I think that's what Bielsa brought, like beautiful football, spontaneous football. Yeah.
He's like a breath of fresh air, I think. And I can't be prouder. I mean, obviously, like the fact that he's Argentinian, but he's coaching Uruguay. Like that's literally my whole identity, right? But like the fact that he is one of ours, like right in the Patria Grande sense, is so like it's such a moment of pride because like he's just a regular dude. Like now in Uruguay, he just takes the bus. He takes the bus. I don't know. He might own a car, but he doesn't like really use it if he does, because he just like takes the bus to practice. You know what I mean? And like that shouldn't shock us. It shouldn't shock us, but it does.
You know what? The image of him that I always have in my mind is him sitting on a bucket.
Yeah.
I wonder if he still does that.
Oh, another thing, and I think I wrote about this back in the day, but another thing is that he just wears athletic clothes, which might seem so silly, but like Pep wears his little like expensive sweaters and Stone Island and whatever, you know, and like Bielsa's like just regular Adidas sneakers.
yeah, and I think that's maybe we're looking too much into this because of our views, but maybe that's the whole bucket thing too, like because a lot of the shots you get when you're watching the matches of the managers when they are sitting down. They're sitting down on the, you know, that fancy, it looks like a sports car kind of seat.
Yeah.
And then it's like the branding on the back of it. Could it be that he's like, fuck that, I'm gonna sit on the bucket and I don't want to like be have the shot of me be right next to the sponsor the whole time.
He doesn't want to be complicit in capitalism. Be king. No, but like for real, I think that's actually brilliant, because when he like whatever he wears is just like whatever the team warm-ups are. He like he's very conscious to not as much as possible, and we know that already from like his family's like views and everything, definitely like anti-dictatorship and everything in Argentina, but also like the fact that he would call out the money thing, the fact that he would call out FIFA Gate, literally in the US, sitting there being like, you like none of y'all are saved, you know what I mean? Like FBI, like you're all complicit. And then there was all those memes making him into Che Guevara and everything, which I think is hilarious. But like, because you just don't see it, and that, you know, someone that didn't really have those views wouldn't let people believe that about him.